Stress. Hey everyone, how are you all doing? My name's Deborah and I'm here to give you episode 13 and 14's review of Hotel King, and oh my freaking goodness, no. That's how I felt about this week. It's like, oh my freaking goodness, I wanted to slap every single person needed a slap from me. That's how I felt this week. Oh my freaking goodness, I was so annoyed. Except maybe Secretary Anne, but oh my goodness, the main leads were all getting on my last nerves, and I just had enough of everyone, especially Moni. Alright, so let's start from my favorite scenes. I had to like take this whole week and think if I had any favorite scene at all, because it was just so annoying. Alright, so my number one favorite scene in this whole thing was was the fact that when the first scene of episode 13, when Moni was with the Shasu Ann, I think that's her name, the bodyguard female, when she was with her and she still wanted to believe in Jaewon, and she was wondering, she had the sense to think that Jaewon might have gone to Vice Chairman Jung-gu because of her, and she thought of that and she asked her questions regarding that. So I really like that scene because it showed that she still had a little bit of sense at least, and and she hadn't given up on him. So I really like that scene. Another scene that I absolutely loved, which I think should have actually topped Monet's scene for me. I think it actually is my favorite scene. I'm sorry, Monet. X you just got on my nerves this week. I'm sorry. X you're second. My number one favorite scene this week was when Jaewon was with Jungkook's daughter, and he knew that Jungkook was watching through the windows, and so he removed something from her shoulder. And I know y'all were thinking he was gonna kiss her, but no. I thought he was gonna say something to her. Yeah, I didn't expect him to bring something out, but anyway, he removed the leaf from her shoulder, and he told her not to tell the dad that they were together because he knew the dad was gonna ask that question, and he wanted the dad to suspect and be troubled and all that. So that was really smart. That was so cool. So I really love that scene. And when she went inside, she actually told the dad a lie that she wasn't with Jungkook, and you could see how annoyed he was, because obviously they're brothers and sisters and he knows that he doesn't want them to end up together. So I really love that scene. That was I'm sorry, Moni, that was my favorite scene. You come next. My third favorite scene was when he helped Moni out, because I was bothered. I was so scared for him. I didn't like that scene, and I like that scene. I wanted him to help her out, but I knew that if he hit her, the guy will find out. He'll find him out. He's not a fool. Jungkook's not a fool. And so when he hit Money, I was happy because I felt she'd have the sense to realize that this guy still loves me. He still cares for me, and he's here protecting me, trying to stop me from getting into this mess that I have put myself into. But no. So bad. I'm sorry, what? Okay. No, she did not have the sense to think about that, and she just got on my nerves this week. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Alright, I'll come back to that. My last favorite scene was when Moni went with So Long to So Long's dad's place. And what's even So Long's name in the drama? I can't remember, but yeah, she went with him to his dad's place. And when she went with him, So Long is the second main lead. When she went with him, he didn't want to enter, but because of her, he went in, and that was just so sweet. That was the sweetest thing ever. So I really like that. Another scene that I actually loved this week was my fourth favorite scene, and this is when Moni went to the cat led Moni to Jaewon's house, and he came and he put the coat over her and everything, and that was just so sweet. And I was praying he was gonna fall asleep and then she'll wake up and see him next to her, but that didn't happen. So yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes, but it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, because the next day he had to go back to being him and telling them to take care of her. But yeah, I really like that scene though, when he took care of her. That was really cute. So yeah, those were my favorite scenes this week. Now let's go to the scenes that I absolutely hated. Okay, I'm not gonna say everything because they were just too much. So I'm just gonna say maybe like my top 4 least favorite scenes, and then say what I thought about it as a whole and express my dissatisfaction and everything. Okay, so my number 1 least favorite scene this week, that oh my freaking goodness, it got me so mad, and I wanted to enter the TV and just box somebody. Was when Monet went with Roman to show him around, and she went to the area where Jungkook was, and the beds were there, the pigeons, and she was so scared, and you could see Jaewon was hurting and he wanted to help her out, but he couldn't, and Roman was there, but I'm like, dude, you can see she's trying to fall, and he held her hand, but that wasn't enough. I'm like, dude, do more, give her protection. If Jaewon's not gonna do this, then I don't mind, you hot, take over. But yeah, I hated that scene. I felt so sad for her, and then we found out that apparently it's all Jungkook's fault that she's afraid of beds, because he did something to her which we don't really know much about. When she was young, he abandoned her in a place with just beds, and so she became really scared as a child and stuff, so it's all his fault. So yeah, I really hated that scene. I just disliked that scene. My second least favorite scene that I just absolutely hated, I did not like, was when Jaewon talked down on her in front of the employees when he was having the employee meeting, and he talked down on her in front of everyone. I'm like, dude, seriously, I get it, you want to show that you don't like her and everything, but oh my freaking goodness, this is in front of everybody. There's a limit to everything. Don't do this. No, Jaewon, don't do this. But yeah, he still did it anyway. So yeah, I didn't like that scene. I really did not like that scene. Oh my goodness, I was so mad. I felt so bad for her. Another scene that I absolutely did not love this week, and oh my goodness, it broke my heart into pieces, was when he was cutting onion, when Jaewon was cutting the onions, and he cut himself and he was bleeding, and he didn't even realize he was bleeding. Oh my freaking goodness, I'm like, Jesus, somebody, anybody, save him. Oh my goodness, that was the most heartbreaking scene ever. I didn't like that scene. But I like how the second female lead is so understanding, and she understands that he can't love her, but she still wants to help him out to be able to get money, and she realizes, and she's helping him out, she's actually giving him good advice to help him get out of the situation he's in. So I really like that. But oh my goodness, I hated seeing him go through all the pain that he was going through in that scene. Next scene that I absolutely did not like, my third least favorite scene that I absolutely did not like this week, was when she went to Jungkook's house and she was provoking him and finally she went to search his study. No problem. She wasn't smart enough to realize that he can come in and check. But she went in and she saw the picture of her dad and him, and she threw it on the ground and broke the picture. I get it, you're mad, but learn how to control yourself. Oh my freaking goodness, she just spoiled everything. I'm so mad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Monet got on my last nerves this week. Oh my freaking goodness. I was so mad when she broke that picture. Like, dude, what the heck? If you're gonna do something, then be civilized. Where's the money that was smart and was strong and everything when she first came? I need that money back. Writers, give me back that money. It's like the whole love team with Jaewon made her lose her senses, and she doesn't know who she is again anymore or something, and she's trying to find herself. But I didn't like that scene. So that was another scene that I didn't like. Now my thoughts of it as a whole. First of all, writers, did y'all really have to go spoil my runs? I was gonna tell you all my theory of how I feel Roman is Jaewon's brother this week. I was gonna tell you how I am so sure he's the brother, and they revealed it, which is also good, because I love, like I said, how they're not stopping things, they're just revealing things to us real fast. And how do I know he's Jaewon's brother? Because of the tattoo at his back that Jaewon also has, and the memory that Jaewon had of him and his brother, and the whole wings thing. So therefore, if Jaewon and Roman are brothers, that means Manager Big is his mom. Oh my freaking goodness, what type of mom allows her son, I know I say this every week, but what type of mom allows her son to go through all that he went through in the hands of his father? I get it. I think she's trying to get a revenge against Jungkook for something. I don't know what it is. Maybe they were in an accident together and he tried to kill her, or something happened though. Something happened between them, because he has a leg problem, and as we saw, she also has a fear of accidents. So I think they were in an accident together and something happened. Maybe they were breaking up and they got into that accident, and so she's tormented by that, and then he has the leg issue, and then they broke up and all, and then she found her son, but he found the son faster than her, and he took Jaewon, and then she took the other son. But I think she's trying to get her revenge on him and bring him down. So maybe maybe that's why she doesn't want the son to be with Money, because Money is gonna block his cloud and he's not gonna be able to take his father down, and she wants him to take the father down. So I think right now I'm beginning to see a clearer picture of what she's actually trying to do. But still, oh my freaking goodness, all what Ji-won has been through, what type of mom are you? Except she doesn't know that, but that's not possible because she knows every single thing that goes on in that hotel. So she knows for sure that that's the son of Jungkook, so she knows it's her son. But the question now is, does Roman also know that Ji-won is his brother, or does Roman not know that Ji-won is his brother? It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how that works out. But I really like the coming in of Roman because he brings out these jealous traits and Ji-won that makes him do certain things or think of going back to Money. So that's really good. And I also didn't like the ending, how now she has totally lost her trust in him. She doesn't believe in him, and we're now gonna go into this whole roller coaster of I hate you and I don't want to have anything to do with you. And now Jungkook knows what's going on between them and he's out to get both of them, so none of them are safe. So they need to stop this hatred of each other and come together and form an alliance against Jungkook. But obviously that's not gonna happen because it won't be a K-drama if that happens. But yeah, I really don't like how it's going right now, but it's getting more and more interesting, especially finding out that Madam Bae is his mom and Roman Lee is his brother. That means his brother is stinkingly rich, and that means he actually made it. That's really, really good though. So it's really going to be interesting to see how they plan it all out and how everything gets executed and what happens. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all works out, how Ji-won finds out that Roman is his brother and Manager Baek is his mom and all that. Oh my goodness, that would be really shattering for him, but he will still be happy to see his brother. But the whole roller coaster of emotion that he's gonna go through, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But yeah, this week was sad and annoying. I feel Money, it's high time, Money, you need to get back to the Money that I knew in the first episode. The Money that stood up for her dad and was doing crazy things, and she was so smart, playing with Ji-won's brain and Jungkook's brain to get back at them for her dad. I need that Money back. It's like this relationship, I see where Manager Baek is coming from right now, because this relationship really brought down Money and she's now so dependent on Ji-won. She needs to break apart from him in order to be strong again. So their breakup is actually right now good for her. So yeah, I really think that Money really has to hate him in order to stay strong and to stand firm and to be able to regain back what she's losing gradually. So yes, Money, I support them to break up right now, even though I kind of don't support it, but I kind of do support it for this reason. So yeah, I totally understand that. But Money, you need to sit up, girl. You need to sit up. We're done with being childish and all that. You need to stand up. You need to be strong, because enough of all that. Okay, we need to get serious. We need to get into business. But yeah, that's those are my thoughts for Hotel King this week. What did you think about it? Did you like it or did you not like it? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being the awesome, beautiful people you are. For me to you, enough because I'm love for you.